So let we shall start. Om 3 times. Atman is always eating. How we study this? You need to finish sometimes to eat. Okay, we can eat today, not the next time. You must finish your eating, then study. Okay, my dear. Because when study, what happening? Our senses organs are busy to the food. Then we can receive the real. This is the yoga. This is the Jnana yoga. You must understand. So eating yoga is very nice. So please. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidanandamurtaye Nisprapanchaya Santaya Niralambaya Tejase Om Sankaram Sankaracharyam Kesavam Vadarayanam Satravasakritam Vande Bhagavanto Punaha Punaha Ishvara Gururatmeti Murti Veda Vibhagine Vyamavad Vyapta Dehaya Sri Dachinamurtai Namaha Om Gurubhyo Namaha Om Ganganapataye Namaha Om Aim Saraswataye Namaha Om Klim Kalikaye Namaha Om Klim Bhadrakalli Namaha Om Dam Durgaye Namaha Om Hrim Namah Shivaya Harihi Om. So today we are going to study Tattva Bodha. So same series is going in, and so we have been studying yesterday until Sutra number
14.
So we have been studying Panchakosa Adi Yogena Tatanmaya Eva Stitaha Siddhatma Nila Bastradi the Yogena Spatiko Yatha. So Tattvabodha, sorry, yeah, right, Tattvabodha. Yeah, Tattvabodha Sutta number actually we have been only 23rd. Today we are going to study 24. Sorry, 25. Yeah. So today the Sutta number 25. Yesterday we finished 24. Tattvabodha. It say Tahartma Kaha Sachidananda Swarupaha. So we have been studying Stula Sarir, Sakma Sarir, and Karan Sarir. After that, we have been studying what is the definition of the Stula Sarir, the physical body, Sakma Sarir, the subtle body, and Karan Sarir, the causal body. How one can understand this? Then we have been studying the Pancha Kosas, Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manamaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya Kosha. Also, we have been studied how one can define, how one can understand Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Manamaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya, and Anandamaya Kosha. So these are the 5 courses. Already we have been studied. And we must understand the 5 courses is not the spiritual, because see for experience, Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Manamaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, even Anandamaya Kosha, all are the material world still. You are in the still mind, matter, and phenomena. So therefore, Atma is more than 5 courses. then question mark comes. Why not other courses they define here? Right? According to Vedanta, generally we understand in Anandamaya Kosha, one can experience the Atma. Therefore, Anandamaya Kosha. Anand means bliss. But according to Tattva Bodha, they say no. They say no. You see, Anandamaya Kosha is not actually through the Anandamaya Kosha. I think one cannot realize the Atman. Atmigyan does not occur. Although you are going to many experiences on the way. So therefore, in Anandamaya Kosha, is if you are experiencing Anandamaya Kosha, even consciously, it does not brings the Atma Gyan. So therefore, this इसीलिए पंचकोश भिन्न है. The पंचकोशेस are totally different. और आत्मा भिन्न है ऐसा सिद्ध हो जाता है. आत्मा also different. पंचकोश also different. Panchakosha is not Atma. The Anandamaya Kosha, through Anandamaya Kosha, we are not really experiencing Atma. So Atma is beyond all koshas. Am I clear that today? Maybe I have been certain commentaries I used to think, I used to speak before. Anandamaya Kosha, where one can experience Atma, actually not. According to Tattva Bodha. You say, the Anandamaya Kosha or the Pancha Koshas are completely different than the Atma. So therefore, the definition of the Anandamaya Kosha, I would like to a little bit repeat for your knowledge, for your wisdom. Do you have any reference, Atmananda, about the Anandamaya Kosha? Or I can check the Atma Bodha. What they try to. No, I try to check not Atma Bodha, but I try to check the Viveka Chudamani. Actually, what they try to speak Anandamaya, is there Anandamaya Kosha?
Anandamaya Kosha kaha evameva karana sharira bhuta vidyashta malmasatvam priya divritti sahitam sat anandamaya koshaha etat kosha panchakam. This is 14.6, and this is what is Anandamaya Kosha? Established in ignorance, which is of the form of the causal body, of impure nature, ununited with thoughts like Priya, is the bliss sheath. These are the 5 sheaths. This is the end of 14. In 14, every kosha has been explained, and what is Anandamaya Kosha? Established in ignorance, which is the form of the causal body, of impure nature, united with thoughts like Priya, is the bliss sheath. The bliss sheath for Anandamaya.
Which sutra you study?
14.6. In the PDF is on page 95.
No. Which book?
This is Tattva Bodha.
Tattva Bodha. Maybe they're different.
Yeah.
Because what I am studying about Tattva Bodha is the The Anandamaya Kosha, they explained the Sutra number 24. This Anandamaya Kosha Kaha. What is Anandamaya Kosha? So I tried to go according to traditions, okay? Karana Sarina Bhuta Avidyame Stita Priya Moda Tatha Pramoda Vritti Sahita मलिन सत्वों को आनंदमय कोश कहते हैं। ये 5 कोश अन्नमय कोश स्थूल शरीर मेरा है, प्राण मेरा है, मन मेरा है, बुद्धि मेरी है और अज्ञान मेरा है। इसी प्रकार आत्म रूप से जाने जाते हैं। जैसे कट कुंडलादि मेरे हैं, इसी प्रकार मुझ से भिन्न है, वैसे ही पंचकोश मेरे हैं, इसी रूप में जाना जाता है। जिसे कारण शरीरम भूत अविद्या में स्थित प्रिय, अविद्या में स्थित प्रिय, द कारण शरीर is called आनंदमय कोश। आनंदमय कोश has a full of avidya because the absence of a knowledge. But a yogi who is totally aware of the Anandamaya Kosha and fully conscious may that yogi experience the pure consciousness in Anandamaya Kosha. In deep sleep, as per we understand in yogic perspectives. But according to Vedanta, they say that Anandamaya Kosha, what is Anandamaya Kosha? It's a Karana Sarira Bhuta, Avidyame Sthita Priya. So Anandamaya Kosha related to Karana Sarira, the causal body, which is totally avidya. And whatever we are experiencing, love or anything, that is called Malina Sattva ka Anandamaya Kosha kahte hain. Malina. It's not, we are experiencing pure also, sattva quality, sattvic, calmness, but malina, we are not very clear, we are not totally aware. So this is called avidya. But at the same time, as per we are jivatma, we are not, even we are atma, that is a relations only. But at the very beginning, we understand only jivatma. It's my body. This is my pancha koshas. I have pancha kosha. I am the jivatma. This is my body. This is my prana. This is my mind. This is my intellect. And what I have the knowledge is called avidya, अज्ञान. इसी प्रकार आत्मीय रूप से जाने जाते हैं. That is how we represent ourselves. And that going to happen. And that we are experiencing in the Panchakoshas. So therefore, the Atma and Panchakosha is totally different. So we can't say that the Anandamaya Kosha, if you are experiencing and you are experiencing Atma Jnana, actually not. Actually not. So you have to go to beyond all Panchakoshas in order to beyond mind, matter, phenomenon, beyond Panchakoshas, then you are experiencing Atma. If Atma is Anandamaya Kosha, then if you are experiencing Anandamaya Kosha, like in deep sleep, you could also experience Atma. So then Anandamaya Kosha should not die, never. So when our Jivatma is died, we also lost the Panchakoshas as well. So Panchakosha, whatever you are experiencing, either pleasure or the pain, love, the compassion, the kindness, whatever you are experiencing, is not the Atma Jnana. But once we experience the pure consciousness Atma, so naturally you can live peace and you can experience that love and compassion with all courses. But once you experience that knowledge, the pure consciousness, the Atman, that but only experience Panchakosha is not the Atma Jnana. You are not really experiencing, you are not really enlightenment. That is what the sutras try to explain. Am I clear now? Atmananda, please help now. With translation again, could repeat and read that.
Just as bangles, earrings, house, etc., known as mine, are all other than the knower, me. So too the 5 sheets are known as by the self as my body, my pranas, my mind, my intellect, my knowledge, are therefore not the self.
Exactly. Exactly. That is how it is. We say that this is my body. This is my prana. This is my buddhi. This is my ajnana, avidya. Therefore, I am suffering. So if we are experiencing this, then naturally Atma is different, right? Atma has no mind, Atma has no body, Atma has no prana, Atma has no intellect, nothing. Atma have no jnana, Atma have the vidya, the knowledge. So therefore Atma is totally different than the 5 Panchakoshas. So now we are clear. So later we shall go to 25 sutras. They say, Tahartmakaha Sachidananda Swarupaha Tayartmakaha Sachidananda Swarupaha. तब आत्मा क्या है? आत्मा सच्चिदानंद स्वरूप है. So what is tahar atma ka? What is the atma? This atma is the Satchidanand. Atma, the definition of atma is Satchit Anand, the truth, absolute bliss, consciousness, existence. Sat kim? What is Sat? Is a kalatrayapi yatishtati tat सत. तीनों काल में जो विद्यमान रहता हो वह सत है. इसे the truth which it was, it is and it will be. So past, present and future, which truth is exist all the time, and that is the truth. In तीनों काल, the 3 kalas, past, present and future. They say kalatrayapi, then say Atma Satchid Anand, Sat Chit Anand, that the definition of Atma. Then what is Sat? Sat means which it was, it is, it will be. Then Chit Kim. Chit Kim. What is Chitta? You say Sadhana Antaranai Rafekshana Swayam Prakasa. Swayam Prakasam Anantaye Tara Padartha Avbhasakam Yat Satchit. Say what is actually Chit? It says Sadhana Antaranirapekshana. अन्य साधक के बिना स्वयं प्रकाशमान होता हुआ जो अन्य सब पदार्थों का प्रकाशक हो वह चित है. अन्य साधन के बिना, इसे विदाउट डूइंग एनी साधना, without meditation, without any kind of efforts, without doing nothing, and we itself have the lights, we itself have the wisdom, and we itself have the vidya, the knowledge, and that is called chit. अन्य साधन के बिना स्वयं प्रकाशमान होता हुआ जो अन्य सब पदार्थों का प्रकाश हो वह चित है. So चित it is So Chit, the pure consciousness. Chit, not here we speak absolute consciousness. Chit means the consciousness, but consciousness not translated here as mind. It's absolute consciousness, the pure consciousness, the pure consciousness of Atma, the pure consciousness of Brahman. That consciousness itself has the light, and which light brings the light to the all, and illuminating, and how say, spreading lights for all, illuminates all, illuminate all. Like the sun coming, the lightning for all. Huh? When sun come, everything, sun itself the light, the Atma itself the light, is lighting to all. Huh? Right? So darkness goes. So here, the pure consciousness, the Atma, the Brahman, the absolute consciousness, no need to do any sadhana. Brahman no need sadhana, Atma no need sadhana, because itself has the lights, itself have love and compassion and truth and absolute and bliss. इससे आनंद क्या है? What is आनंद? आनंद, the सुख स्वरूप आनंद है. से आनंद कः सुख स्वरूपः. So what is Ananda? Is the Ananda is the pure happiness. Who established in pure happiness and pure bliss. इस प्रकार सच्चिदानंद स्वरूप अपने आत्मा को जाने से एवं सच्चिदानंद स्वरूपम सो आत्मानं बीजानियात एवं सच्चिदानंद स्वरूपम. So therefore इस प्रकार सच्चिदानंद स्वरूप अपने आत्मा को जाने. So let we shall experience, we shall realize the Atma in this concept. So until 26th, the 25th sutra is completed. Tattva Bodha. Tattva Bodha means the secrets of enlightenment, the secrets of Atman, the secrets of the Brahmajnana, the secrets of the Atmajnana. That is what we have been studying since many weeks. That is Tattva Bodha. To experience, Bodha means to realize the secrets, to realize the secrets of attainments and its methods. So this is the Tattva Bodha is all about self-realization and its methods and its attainments. And that known as a Tattva Bodha. It's very beautiful science. And written by Adiguru Sankaracharya. Then we are going to Purvardha Samaptam. So that we have to study, and after second chapter starting, only 43 sutras. So we shall start today 27. So before Iskala Purvardha Samaptam, Uttarardham, now we study the Purva. Let we shall answer part. There is some kind of question. This is the all about question parts. Now let we shall study the answer parts. Uttarardham. So whatever Purvardha Samaptam, iti means concluded until 26. And Tattvabodha total sutras are, the total sutras are 43. Atha Chaturvinsati Tattvata Patiprakaram Vakshamaha. Atha Chatur Visanti Tattvata Patiprakaram Vakshamaha. Vakshamaha. अब 24 तत्व की उत्पत्ति का प्रकार हम कहते हैं, हम कहेंगे. It means I am going to explain you the 24 tattvas, the 24 secrets of enlightenments. Very interesting. So I am going to explaining you 24 secrets of the Atmajnana, the Brahmajnana. Actually, I am not going to speak. Adiguru Sankaracharya already taught that what I am going to explain you, right? Not Swami Samarpana going to speak. So here Adiguru Sankaracharya say that I am going to teach you. So I am going to explain you the 24, the secrets 24 secrets of the truth, and it's the attainment as well. So Brahmana, Brahmanastamam Om Guna Pradhana Mayo Pahitada Kasah Sambhutah. Akasa Vayu Tejasa Apu Avdvayah Prithivi. इसे ब्रह्मणस्तम तम प्रधान माया से उपस्थित ब्रह्म है, तम प्रधान माया से उपहित ब्रह्म है। आकाश उत्पन्न हुआ, आकाश भावापन्न ब्रह्म से वायु की उत्पत्ति हुई। इसी प्रकार वायु भावापन्न ब्रह्म से अग्नि, अग्नि भावापन्न ब्रह्म से जल, अग्नि जल भावापन्न ब्रह्म से पृथ्वी और उत्पत्ति हुई। इसी प्रकार सारे भूत भौतिक पदार्थों की उत्पत्ति ब्रह्म से सिद्ध होती है। So we say whatever we have been, whatever the created, इसे तम प्रधान माया से उपहित ब्रह्म से आकाश उत्पन्न हुआ। So the akasa tattva, the sky element, it is coming from the Brahman, although it is the, then after that the Vayu, then Agni, then Jala, then Prithvi. The 5 tattvas are coming from the Brahman, and is called the Tama Pradhana Maya se Upahita Brahma se Akas Utpanna hua. The whole Akas tattva created by the Brahman, created by the Brahman, and Brahma se Vayu ki utpatti hui. Then air, then Agni the fire, then Jala the water, the Prithvi the earth element. So the 5 elements are coming from the Brahman, is created by the Brahman, but it is the Maya Tattva. It's the Maya. Therefore, end of the day say that Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya. Although Jagat is Mithya, you have to already understand, you have to be clear what is Mithya, what is the false. Actually, Mithya according to Vedantic science, which it was not. Maybe it is, and it will be not. Right? So Satya means it was, it is, it will be. That the Satya, the truth. And Mithya means false, means the things could not exist for next moments. And that is called Mithya. So what I mean, so in the samsara, the many civilians comes and go. So you can say Mithya. But as per we are alive in the samsara, also is the apparent truth. So we can say that father, mother, children, friends, all are Mithya. Actually not. It is the apparent truth. Right? It is a Mithya because it was not, it will not exist for a long time. Either a father, either a mother, or beloveds, children, guru, master, teacher, whatever. Even the home, the buildings is not all the time exist the same form. It changes. And whatever changes is called Mithya. So you have to understand the proper definition of Mithya. But at the same time, here they said the 5 tattvas. 5 tattva. Akasa, Vayu, Agni, Jala, and Prithvi is created by the Brahma itself. इसी प्रकार सारे भूत भौतिक पदार्थ की उत्पत्ति ब्रह्म से सिद्ध होती है. So whatever is exist in material form, it is all are created by the Brahman. Say tesam, you say tesam. You say tesam pancha tattvanam. You say tesam pancha tattvanam madhya akasasya सात्विकांसा सो नेत्री त्रेन्द्रिय नेत्रिंद्रियम संभूतम वायोः सात्विकांसा त्वगिंद्रियम संभूतम अग्ने सात्विकांशश्च क्षुरिन्द्रियः सम्भूतम् जलस्य सात्विकांश द्रसनेन्द्रिय सम्भूतम् पृथिव्याः सात्विकांशात् घ्राणेन्द्रियं सम्भूतम् एतेषां पञ्चतत्त्वानां समष्टि सात्विकांशात् दन्तःकरणं सम्भूतम् तत्त्ववृत्ति भेदान्त नो बुधय अहंकार चितानिति चतुर्थाधः. Very interesting. इसे तेषां पञ्चतत्त्वानां मध्य आकाशस्य सात्विकांशस्य स्वं नेत्रेन्द्रियं श्रोत्र ने इंद्रियम संभूतम. इन पंच तत्वों में से आकाश के सात्विकी अंश से स्वतंत्रिय उत्पन्न हुई. So whatever we are listening is because due to the akasa tattva we can't listen actually nothing. Sometimes we have too much ego ourselves. I can listen everything. No, because of akas tattva you listening everything. If there is no akas tattva, no sky element, and you can listen nothing. Even the play the music, whatever you listening, even I'm speaking now, you listening because of due to akas tattva. So you must be thankful to the God Almighty who created this world. Without the blessings of the Brahman, you will not even happy, even you will be miserable. So therefore, and that is called sattvic ansa, sattvic, the purity. Sakas tattva is more pure than any elements. Vayu के सात्विक अंश से तेगेंद्रिय उत्पन्न हुई. इसे त्वगेंद्र त्वगेंद्रिय उत्पन्न हुई. अग्नि के सात्विक अंश से चक्षु इंद्रिय उत्पन्न हुई. जल के सात्विक अंश से रसेंद्रिय उत्पन्न हुई. पृथ्वी के सात्विक अंश से घ्राणेन्द्रिय उत्पन्न हुई. इन अपंचीकृत पंच तत्व से समष्टि सात्विकांश से मन बुद्धि अहंकार तथा चित्त रूपी चतुर्विध अंतःकरण उत्पन्न हुआ. Very interesting. Say how this Brahm, how is everything created? They say that Akash Tattva is the, due to Akash Tattva we listening. Due to air, the Vayu Tattva we can feel the skins. And due to the Agni Tattva, and we can have the, and eyes can see. Agni ke सात्विक अंश से चक्षु इंद्रिय उत्पन्न हुई. इसे the eyes are also created by, is coming from the Agni Tattva. Very interesting. Very interesting. Agni Tattva. Jal se sattvic अंश से रसेंद्रिय, and through the water, so we can actually right taste. पृथ्वी से सात्विक अंश से घ्राणेन्द्रिय उत्पन्न. So due to the earth element, so, and that is two things. Prithvi ke sattvic अंश से घ्राण, so we can have the smell. In apanchikruta pancha tattva ke samashti sattvic se mana. Then after that, what happened? Out of the pancha tattvas, then the mind starts. Mind start, intellect start, ego start, then chitta rupa chaturvidha antakarana utpanna hua. So mana buddhi chitta ahankar, the mind again starts here. Mana buddhi ahankar and chitta. So chitta translate as a british. Chitta translate chitta britti nirodha iti yogaha. So you must remember here chitta not translate as a pure consciousness or atma. Mana buddhi chitta ahankar. We say mana buddhi ahankar and chitta. The four stages starts because due to 5 elements. Because we listening. Something touch our skin. So then what happened after that? And eyes can see. The water you can feel the taste. The prithvi for the smell. And these are the create. And then mana buddhi ahankar and chitta comes. In apanchikrita pancha tattva se samashti satikansha se. Then naturally the mana buddhi ahankar chitta created by the, it means it's coming from the 5 elements. Very interesting, the science of creations. Very interesting. Am I clear that? So nice with where the mind coming from, where the buddhi coming from, where the ahankar, the ego coming from, where the chitta coming from, breath is because of due to 5 elements, because feelings are there. Then you have the mind creates. For example, you listening something. So how you can recognize good and bad things listening, or song or music or movies or lectures or mantras, whatever. So therefore mind starts. So when you put the 5 elements and then and mana, the mind starts. The Buddhist, the intellect, try to discriminate what it is. Ahankar, the ego starts. Then we are entering into Brithis. So Brita Panchatra Klishta Klishta. Then due to Brithis, we have the sufferings and also pleasure and happiness as well. So the Sankalpa, Vikalpa, Makam Mano, Nishatimika Buddhir, then they're going to speak. What is the function of the mind? Sankalpa, Vikalpa, Atmakam Mano, Nischayatmika, Buddhi, Raham Karta, Ankar Chintata Kartyu, Chitam, Manos Devata Chandrama, Vidher Brahma, Ankarasya Rudra, Chitasya Vasudeva, Sankalpa, Vikalpatmaka, Britika Nam Mana. Sankalpa and Vikalpa, 2 things. Sankalpa means resolutions, strong determinations. Vikalpa. Vikalpa means imaginations. There is no Sankalpa, there is no. So, Britika Nam Man. So, Sankalpa Vikalpatmaka Britika Nam Man. So, who doing the resolutions, who make a Sankalpa and who imagine? The mind. Mind make the strong resolution, strong Sankalpa. And Vikalpa also. Nisyatmika Britika Nam Buddhi. So who decide? Who decide? Whatever you do, who decides? In or Jivatma, the Buddhi decide. The intellect decide. Then after that, what happened? Abhiman karne wala Britika Nam Ahankar. So is I am doing everything. I decided. No one can decide it for me. I will not listen the mother. I will not listen my father. I'll not listen to my guru. I'll not listen to God. But I need to listen myself. What does that mean? You don't know yourself. Yourself means the Atma, the Brahman. So you don't know yourself. So that is called ego starts. I will decide. Who are you to decide for me? That what we say to the people, right? Even you tell to our own father, Father, you can't decide me. Mother, you can't decide me. Decide for me. Friends, husband, wife, children, whatever. Friends, no, you can't decide. I'll decide myself. So that is called Abhiman. The ego starts your Ahankar. Ego. So, तथा चिंतन करने वाली वृत्ति का नाम चित्त है. And what is the chitta? Chitta means who have analyzing. What has to be done? When has to be done? How can I do? When can do? So these are the chitta. That's called Brithis. This is called the Brithi. And somehow is all are Brithis. Mana, Buddhi, Ahankar, and Chitta. All are the part of the Brithis. Without mind, there are no Brithis. Without intellect, there are no Brithis. Means without mind, without mana, without buddhi, and without ahankar, and without chitta, there will be no brithis at all. So mana buddhi chitta ahankar, that the root cause of your all brithis of your karma, life after life of the sufferings. So let purify the mind, purify the intellect, surrender ego, let purify your brithis, and let the clear chittas. You need pure chitta. So that transparent chitta can help you in order to attain the Brahmajnana, but still not coming. Man ke devata Chandrama. Who actually, how the mind is function? Because mind function due to the moon. Buddhi ke devata Brahma, intellect. The mind, intellect, the buddhi. is governed by the Brahma, not the Brahman, the Brahma, the creator. So Brahma is guiding you, your buddhi, the intellect. Ahankar, the devata Rudra. So the highest form of Lord Shiva, Rudra. So Rudra guide your Ahankar. Ahankar, the ego. And Chitta ke devata Vasudev. The consciousness, according to Vedanta, is Vasudeva, Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna and guided your Chitta. So let we take little bit positive perspectives. When you think about only Jivatma, then you are in trouble. So you are suffering in samsara. But if you take positive perspectives, let the worship to Moon, let the think about Brahma, let the think about Lord Shiva, the Rudra, and he destroyed the whole ego of everyone, right? So Lord Shiva was not suffering due to his ego, but we are suffering due to our own ego. But Lord Shiva not. If I worship to Lord Shiva, if you surrender to Lord Shiva, naturally you can free from your ego. And you are entered in the kingdom of Atma. Right? Because the highest form of Shiva is the Rudra. And when he's angry, he destroys all the ego. So therefore, like a Bhasmasura, the great demon, he got blessings from the Lord Shiva. And he have great ego, avidya. And he want to taste. He want to kill to Lord Shiva. Therefore, he can be Lord Shiva. So after that, what happened? He was killed by also Lord Shiva as well. By the tricks. So Rudra. So among the all egoistic person, who is? So who is guiding our ego? A Rudra. So if you worship to Lord Shiva and you can free from the ego, it means to surrender. Then, and if you want to purify your Chitta, you must worship to Lord Krishna, because he have the pure consciousness, pure, the pure Chitta. Then Buddhi ke devata Brahma. So let worship to Brahma, so can help your intellect. So you have the Brahma will give the right descriptive knowledge, awakening of the Viveka, so that you can have right intellect. And Chandrama, let worship to Chandrama. So nice, you must do Tratak Chandrama. Then your mind is leading towards attainment of the Brahma Gyan. It's very interesting, huh? So before you study different, now we study different in Tattva Bodha. So these are the 5. How we can over mastery of the mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankar. So this is your sadhana. So therefore in India, we do worship to moon, so that mind can be very good. Intellect can be very good. We worship to Brahma. We study all Vedic science. So it's good for the intellect. Shastras, when you study, is giving very good intellect. Ahankar, let worship to Lord Shiva, the Rudra, Lord Shiva. And when you surrender to Lord Shiva, chanting Om Namah Shivaya and surrender to Lord Shiva, so naturally you can free from it. Because among the all gods, only the God Lord Shiva can destroy your ego. No gods can destroy your ego, Ahankar. So, evening, Mother Ganga, well, Mother Ganga came to the earth and she have biggest ego, Ahankar, Avidya. She said that no one can hold me. I have such a power. And see, Mother Ganga think I have the most, I'm the powerful. I'm the most powerful among the all God and gods. Nobody can hold it. So then it was a big drama. So every God and goddess was smiling. Let pray to the Lord Shiva. He the only person can hold to Mother Ganga. So Mother Ganga say, if I am coming to earth, I'll go to the under the earth. So I will be not floor on the earth, because no one can hold me. So I have such a power. If I am falling from the and coming from the heaven, so I'll go to under the earth. But we pray, Mother Ganga has to flow on the earth. So therefore Lord Shiva say, okay, no problem that. You simply come to my head, to my jata. Jata means the Baba style. Baba style, the hair, special hair, like Lord Shiva. So then Mother Ganga and fall in the hair of Lord Shiva, called jata. He was falling in the, she was fell down on the jata. And after that, Lord Shiva hold it some time. And she can't come to on earth. So that is the ego of Mother Ganga. Then again pray to Lord Shiva, please let Mother Ganga and flow on the earth. Okay. And after that some time, and Mother Ganga and flow on the earth. Of course, there is many story, and she liberated many and many saint and sages and so on. Who did tapasya for Mother Ganga for long time. So many sadhus, many saints, many yogis, many masters worshipped Mother Ganga. So, and so Mother Ganga liberated. She liberated many yogis, many rishis, many saints, and so on. Even today, also we are blessed by the Mother Gangas as well. So I just give you an example like this. Ahankar, Rudra. So among the all God, Lord Shiva can destroy your ego. So therefore, is to always worship to Lord Shiva. So no ego will be there. Achita Sudhi, it happens when worship to Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna. Yedesam pancha tattvanam. Yedesam pancha tattvanam madhya akasasya rajasam sadha sadhagindriyam sambhutam vayu rajasansata pranendriyam sambhutam varne raja shasata padendriyam sambhutam jalasya raja sadhu pastendriyam sambhutam prithvi raja sasat prativendriyam sambhutam. जिसे सूत्र नंबर 13, येतेषां पंच तत्वानां, इन पंच तत्व में से आकाश के रजो अंश से वाक इंद्रिय उत्पन्न हुई. We say that whatever you speak, speaking always called rajasic, rajasic, rajansa, rajoansa. इसे येतेषां पंच तत्वानां मध्य आकाशस्य राजस अंश द्वागिंद्रियम sambhutam. So whatever you speak, because due to Akash Tattva. So sometimes see, we meditate on Akash Tattva, we can do Tratak on Akash Tattva, so that your speaking capacity will be very good, very subtle, very sensitive and pure as well. So therefore, there is some Tratak one can do Akash. Sometimes you see, when you are watch the sky, most of the time you feel very calm. And if you sometimes blah, 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 so many things, you feel so pure, so calm. So, Akash Tattva, Vak Indriya Utpanna hui. So, whatever you speak. Vayu ke rajo ansa se Hasta Indriya Utpanna hui. The Vayu. So, due to air, and our hands have the, due to Raj, Vayu ke rajo ansa se Hasta Indriya Utpanna hui. The hands are coming from the Vayu Tattva. वायु. अग्नि के रजोंश से पाद इंद्रिय उत्पन्न हुई. इसे the feet is coming from Agni. Is coming from Agni, fire. The feet from the fire, and the hand coming from the Vayu, the air. And whatever you speak, it is coming from the Akasa. So this is the 5 tattvas. Remember, Akas tattva, वायु तत्व, अग्नि तत्व, जन जल तत्व से रजोवंश से उत्पन्न इंद्रिय उत्पन्न हुई, जिसे उपस्थ इंद्रिय जल से रजोवंश से उत्पन्न इंद्रिय उत्पन्न हुई. से जल मीन्स वाटर. So that is our sex organs is coming from the water tattva, water. Then jala tattva. Then final इससे पृथ्वी के रजोंश से उदा इंद्रिय उत्पन्न हुई. The anas coming from the earth elements. So I have 5 elements. So whatever speak due to akasa. So the hands coming from the vayu, the feet coming from the fire, the sex organs coming from the water, and Guda, the anas coming from earth element. So these are the relevant, is the 5 elements, right? So 5 elements are 5 things related. Whatever speak, the Akash Tattva, the sky element. Am I clear now? Whatever doing by hands is the ear, and walking by the fire. And our sex are upastha, janendriyas, is about to coming from the water tattvas, and Prithvi tattva is the Goda. So this is the elements. It's very nice to remember these things, and it's good for Vedantic understandings. Etesam pancha tattvanam samasti raj sansat prana panchakam sambhutam. Etesam pancha tattvanam samasti raj sansat. Etesam pancha tattvanam samasti raj sansat prana panchakam sambhutam. इसे इन अपंचीकृत पंच तत्व के समष्टि राजो अंश से पंच प्राण उत्पन्न हुए हैं. It's very interesting. I give a little bit. I'll speak tomorrow. एतेषां पंच तत्वानां समष्टि राज सांसत प्राण पंचक संभूतम. So tomorrow we are going. इन अपंचीकृत पंच तत्व से समष्टि राजो अंश से पंच तत्व प्राण उत्पन्न हुए. So after that what happened? After these 5 tattvas, etesa panch tattvanam samasti raj sansat prana panchako, so then prana starts. So out of the 5 tattvas, and then prana tattva starts. Prana tattva created from the 5 tattvas, from the akasa, vayu, agni, jala, and prithvi tattvas. Then prana tattva starts. So prana tattva coming from the 5 elements. That I am going to speak tomorrow. Now today, just I try to give one very good explanations. Very good explanations. So, and these are the Rajagunas. You must understand. So what we study today is called Rajaguna. Then we are going to study Tamaguna. Then I think we are going to study Sattva Guna. So we shall see how it is comes. But at the very beginning already they speak about Sattva Guna. The very beginning what we study, the Sutta number 29. They speak about Sattva Guna. Akash Sattvic anses Tatriya Utparna hui. So whatever listening, it is called Sattvic qualities. Then Rasi qualities, it means 5 sense of the knowledge. Then 5 sense of the actions. Then 5 pranas come. 5 pranas is called Tamagunas. So we have 3 gunas. So let have to remember it is Sattvic, Rasic, and Tamasic gunas. How it happens. So tomorrow I'll a little bit more clarify, just because very important. What to study, a little bit to do homework every day. It's good that Atman recording this and everybody listening this. If you're listening, you can have more homework. More homework. So let's find out 1 hour time to listening and do some homework. And you study Vedanta, the pure, even you can study college, university, but not such a knowledge you can't study. You will not find out no more. Nobody teach like this. And you need traditional monastery. You can study some as 1 year, 2 years courses, some universities, some academies, some ashrams. But really people not teach like this. Because I am teaching traditional way. It's not about a course. But you can study for my lifetime. Even I'm going to 100 years old, you're going to 300 years, Vedanta never stops. Vedantic study, one has to study with the Guru, constantly and continuously, until the end of life. It's not about course. Vedanta is not about course 1 year, 2 years, and 3 years course. Vedanta one has to study constantly, continuously, and with the gurus. Constant observations, constant chitta, atma chintana. For atma chintana, we study in tradition manas for life, life after life. That is called Vedanta. Like you meditate, life after life, meditation all about integration of the consciousness to the Atman and the Brahman. Meditate only one day does not help. Even after samadhi, you still continue the meditations, continue samadhi, because we are living in the samsara, the Adi Bhautik, Adi Daivik, and Adhyatmik. So the problems remain will come. Even you're Atmajnani, you need to eat. Even after Atmajnani, you can be sick. You still need medicine. You need to take rest. You need shelter, and so on. So don't ignore. Continue. Constant meditation, constant chanting mantras, constant kriyas. Even in their samadhi attain, constant samadhi comes naturally. That I don't need to tell that. Same thing, Vedanta need constant study. And sometimes the intellectuals, oh, I am Atman, I am the Brahman, I don't need anything. And you are really going to mental hospital, no doubts. No doubts. I can write down certificates. You will end of the day go to mental hospital, and I can go to the psychiatric or psychotherapist. And many people in the West, when they read many scriptures, the books, many books, I'm not going to give that author's names. People read some intellectual author gurus. They used to go to end of the day mental hospitals. And I know certain stories. Right? So therefore, let not go to mental hospital. Let do constant japam. Let surrender to Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva, once you surrender to Lord Shiva totally, of course, there is no place of mental hospital for you. Because the Lord Shiva is the master of destroying all your ego, ahankar, Rudra, that word we study. Devata, ahankar, who is the Devata of the ahankar? The Lord Rudra. And if you surrender, he naturally and let you free from ahankar. And that ahankar leads to the all the way to mental problems. So I can say, oh, I'm Brahman, I'm Atman, I don't need to read books, I don't need guru, I don't need worship, I don't need puja, I'm in Panchayagni. No, all rubbish, all rubbish. Right? So therefore, please continue your sadhana, continue your meditation, continue your pranayam practice, chanting your mantras. These all are helping you to be good yourself, and you are become good for others naturally. Am I clear? Same time, whatever you good and do for others. But in this life, it's not possible 100% will be good. No, even 1% are good, do good things for others, even 1%. So don't wait for the 100% good, then you are going to do everything for others. No. So therefore, that how I guided by the masters. Let continue the duty of the samsara and collect. Like I heard there is a story. S.N. Goenka, a great master, he said that in Vipassana. Very interesting story. He said, as a householder, maybe you don't have so much time to meditate or come to Vipassana, to sadhana. As a monk, maybe they have more time. But as a householder and leading the life of samsara in family, whatever, so you can at least collect one drop of water. And if you collect one drop of water, the bottle one day will be filled up, right? The one day, one drop, second drop, third, like this. So every sadhana, like a drop of water, you collecting your life, you are collecting them. And one day you must be sure that bottle will be full. And one day you get perfection of your sadhanas and attend the Brahmigyan Atmigyan and let free ourselves. So thank you for today. Let homework. Om Sankaram Sankaracharyam Kesavam Badarayanam Sutramha Sakritam Vande Bhagavanto Punaha Punaha ईश्वर गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेद विभागिने व्योमवद् व्याप्त देहाय श्री दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मा अमृतंगमय। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु। Let we shall pray for the world peace. May all beings happy and be peaceful. May all beings coming out of suffering and miseries. May all beings enjoy the peace and harmony and love and compassion. May all beings be kind towards others. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardanam Urvarukam Yavandhanam Pratarmasyamamritan. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardanam Urvarukam Yavandhanam Pratarmasyamamritan. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardanam Urvarukam Yavandhanam Pratarmasyamamritan. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Om Gurubhyo Namah. So before going to conclude this, so tomorrow is the special prayers. We'll do Mahamrityunjaya mantra, and before starting Vijnana Tantra. So it takes 20 minutes. So 40 minutes we'll study the Vijnana Tantra tomorrow. But we are going to pray Mahamrityunjaya mantra 108 times for world peace. And also you can have your personal request. Your beloveds, your parents, whatever, we can put their names and in the list. So tomorrow special prayers. I'll also declare today. So there will be the Mahamrityunjaya mantra 20 minutes. So anyone who is to join, they can join. So I'll put on the face. So thanks to all of you once again.